How to handle criticism of others. Rajesh from Muscat. Thanks for inspiring this video. Be blessed by the divine. Criticisms. Who doesn't criticize? Let's take a few examples. Let's say there is an old man in the house. Let's say your grandfather or some distant relative of yours in the house, who likes to constantly criticize you of various things. Whether you do something good or whether you do something bad, the person is going to criticize. Perhaps another example could be your mother-in-law or your grandmother, or could be even your father or mother. Whatever you do, you may have thought about something very carefully, and you may have even decided that this is something good for them, good for you, and therefore you must try and do this for them. But then they will find a fault in this. How do you handle such criticisms? Another example could be you may be working in an office, your boss is prone to criticizing others. Whether you do something good or bad, the person is going to certainly criticize. Perhaps even will criticize you for the fault of somebody else. Maybe someone else in the team actually did something wrong, which was not your fault at all. But then the boss may actually pick on you in front of others and criticize you. How do you handle the criticisms like this? The answer is very simple for both. Ignore and bless. That's right. We must learn to ignore the criticism of others. I have a YouTube channel. I have about 92,000 people who are subscribers to this channel, and many people interact with me. Many of my videos are inspired by questions asked by my followers of this channel. But still, there will be a few people who will criticize what I'm doing in the channel. They'll say that I'm making money out of this, or they will say that I'm a fake Baba, or they will say that what I'm doing is not healthy, perhaps even dangerous for others. What can I do about it? If they feel that I'm making millions of rupees or dollars with just a YouTube channel with 92,000 followers, I feel very sorry for them. The fact is, I spent close to around $1,000 just to maintain this, because there is a team that is helping me to do the production, there is a team helping me to make the editing, there is a team that is uploading and maintaining, and I pay salary for these people. I run an office and I have to maintain the office. There is rent to be paid for the office. There are equipments that I have as lighting equipment goes, and there is a recording studio that I have. There is a cost for maintaining all of this, and nobody pays for any of these things. Whereas YouTube pays me around $100 compared to around $1,000 that I pay just to maintain this channel. I get in return around $125 per month. So truly, that's the earning that I get out of ads in this. I might as well turn off the ads, and I still will not make much of a difference. I'm keeping it on so that at least I'm hoping that this channel will some point of time in the future will become a self-sustaining channel. Maybe 5 years later, it may become a self-sustaining channel in which there will be other people whom I would have trained who can take up this channel and actually start uploading videos and keep it going forever in life. But if people think that I'm making money out of this channel, there is nothing I have to offer as an explanation for them except to say, be blessed by the divine. What else I can say to them about this? I don't need to explain to them. There are thousands of people who benefit from this particular channel, and I'm happy to just help them. I'm happy to just serve them. I'm happy to be there for them, support them. There are many people who ask me questions in this channel who have attended my meditation workshop, and I'm happy to just respond to their questions. And I'm happy to respond to questions for people who are willing to get their Kundalini awakened. And I'm happy if this small set of people in the world are my friends and my fellow spiritual partners in this journey of consciousness. Rest of the people, it's perfectly fine for me to ignore. If there are people who are criticizing me in my work, I'm happy to ignore them, because their criticisms, their opinions don't really matter for me. What matters for me is whether I have hurt them involuntarily or voluntarily. If I have, then I must introspect to figure out how to avoid the hurt in them. But if I have not intended any hurt and they have probably gotten confused in their head because of whatever past experience they have had, the only thing I can do for them is bless them. Be blessed by the divine. Likewise, let us say that in my house, my father, an elderly gentleman, he's about 83 years old, he still lives with us in our house. Sometimes he likes to still think that I'm that 8-year-old boy that he grew up, So he still likes to come and point fingers at me, find faults with me, and likes to criticize me. Not because he wants to criticize me and hurt me, but because he feels that it is his responsibility to let me grow, and he really cares for me, and he really loves me a lot, and I know that for sure. So I don't need to take it to heart. He means well. Why can't I just learn to ignore him and take only the positive things that he's saying out of it, and then bless him? When I do that, harmony develops between him and me. I have seen this happen in my own family, in my own house. And I'm sure this is the case with most of the people who have learned this twofold formula for handling the criticism of others: ignore and bless. You may not be able to have the willpower and the strength of the mind to ignore and bless when you are faced with criticism, that too unfair criticism of others. So the best way to do this is to improve the willpower by first meditating on your own life force of the Sahasrara Chakra. Go to the alpha frequency of the mind. In the silence state, in the alpha state of the mind, increase the willpower. Visualize that particular situation when others may be criticizing you. You are in the middle of that criticism. Other people are criticizing you. How do you respond? Ignore and bless. Ignore their criticism. Keep a door open in the middle of your head. Let the criticism go through one ear, come out of the other ear. So it doesn't have any impact on your personality and your psyche. But instead, you are just blessing them. You're just saying, be blessed by the divine. And by saying this, you will develop harmony about them in you, and those words with the power of blessings, the power of the positive thoughts, will create harmony at the subconscious level of the others as well, and they will stop criticizing you. I hope this video is useful for you. If you have any doubts, feel free to contact me, put a comment on this video. I'll be happy to respond to you as soon as possible. Perhaps your question will inspire me to make the next video. Be blessed by the divine.